Hello guys, God's here from Beyond the Summit.
10
Welcome
seconds
to the
remaining.
well, I don't know if it's the Red Bull ECL, the ECL we're going to call it. It's Tongfu
5
versus
seconds
IG,
remaining.
a quick best of one. It's going to be, well, hopefully a quick best of one.
Reserve
We've got the
time.
inaugural coming up later today. There's been a few tech issues to sort through as one of our hard drives died on our casting PC, and LD left me to try set up, configure everything when my tech knowledge is absolutely zilch. So fire LD, let him know. But he'll be getting up shortly, hopefully, to help fix some of the remaining technical problems. But for now, guys, hopefully we can just have a basic setup stream for you guys here, just so that we can make sure that, hey, yeah, people want to watch ECL, we'll give you the ECL. It's going to be IG versus Tongfu. IG over on the Radiant side, Tongfu on the Dire side. Oh, this is just dirty. We're going to see a first pick Ember Spirit, which is something IG been doing a lot of here, generally played by Ferrari. And it's immediate followed up by an Elder Titan. Elder Titan really synergizes well with the Ember Spirit because you've got the huge long-range initiation of Ember Spirit and all that damage amplified up by the Elder Titan because of the aura. The natural order combined with the Astral Spirit, which gives you that long range, can just be a really painful
Radiant
thing to deal with.
team pick.
We'll see what's going to be coming down here. But yeah, so guys, this is the ECL. We'll have some inaugural matches later tonight, which I believe Lysandra will be casting and maybe streaming as well if LD's not up to fix some of these technical issues.
Tongfu's turn to
just
pick.
Have Lysandra stream them, hopefully. But on top of that, we will also be having the ECL right now, which is just me casting here. As you can see, pretty basic stuff going on here. A Ferrari. Well, Ferrari Invoker? Who knows? It's actually maybe, I think it's going to be a Luo Invoker. Z's been playing a bit of Invoker, probably for the safe lane with the Ember Spirit at mid, just because Ember Spirit really does a lot in the mid lane. He's much more of a game control than an
10
Invoker.
seconds remaining.
Kind of needs his levels a bit more, and well, we'll see exactly
5
how they look
seconds
remaining.
remaining.
Pretty much IG have picked up their 3-4 heroes right off the bat, and 3 fun, exciting
Reserve
looking for
time.
heroes. So we'll get ourselves further into the draft.
10
Tongfu,
seconds
we picked up
remaining.
the Morphling to go with an AA Centaur Warrunner pick. The Centaur's become, to me, like the top offlaner almost. Like Centaur and Nature's Prophet, as far as the Eastern team is concerned,
Tongfu's
are probably
turn
the two
to
most
ban.
offlane heroes. Then you have like the Nyx Assassin, who's still fairly popular, but Centaur is the flavor of the month at least. I mean, any scene you look toward, just because of how he's so farm independent. His ulti when he hits level 6 can offer the team so much, having a
10
global
seconds
presence.
remaining.
And we'll see what exactly
5
does come out here
seconds
with these next
remaining.
couple of picks. But guys, if there are issues, apparently in-game sound is a bit too loud. Let me turn that down for you. It's good to know. I just like nuked it in half. But yeah, RIP BTS hard drive. Yeah, we had to like completely rebuild / I don't know, reinstall, like reformat. I don't know words. I don't build computers. That's LD's job. So he didn't do a very good job of setting up this computer, which is why we're blaming LD. It was his job, get the computer ready to stream for tonight, and he failed. I decided I'll let him sleep though for now. I don't think. I'm not sure who the Chinese characters are, if that's Chuan or someone else on the IG side, but IG losing the other day to Tongfu 2-0, so that was, I guess, somewhat unexpected. Titan played really well. IG did have Sancheng standing in for them in that series, but it was still a really solid game all around from Titan. So not to take anything away from the fact that they were playing against a team with a stand-in. So I tried to check the profile of who this Chinese characters is. I'm not entirely exactly sure who it is, but if someone maybe recognizes the avatar as Chuan, let me know, but I'm not sure if this is actually Chuan playing. I imagine it's not, otherwise he'd be tagged up as Chuan, but sometimes these players use slightly different names, so.
10 seconds
Tongfu get themselves a Nyx. As for IG, Rubik, so that's a Chuan hero, but if Chuan's not playing, we'll see who's actually going to be taking the reins of this one.
Radiant team
it's going to be a Viper actually picked up for Tongfu. So there's most likely your mid hero, depending how they want to do things. Morphling definitely a capable mid hero as well, as it's been proven by a few players. And it's going to be a Rubik Lina. So Faith takes a Rubik, which normally you'd say, okay, maybe Chuan's not playing, so he'd take the Rubik. But Lina, one of Chuan's big heroes as well. He used to play a ton of Lina. If you go back to the TI2 roster for IG, that one TI, that was a lot of Lina games coming out from Chuan. But I'll keep an eye on things as far as the audio levels are going, guys. So let me know. Just keep updating me as we go if stuff needs any fixing, any tweaking. I'll try my best to make sure that can happen. But I think people are saying lower game sounds. I've already lowered them, so because of the 2-minute delay, it gets a bit tricky. But we'll do our best. We'll do our best. So it is going to be Lua on the Invoker. Starting item, brown boots. Looks kind of scrubby, but he knows what he's doing. He's going to be probably... Well, I don't know if you even need to rush the phase boots and the safe lane Invoker. It's possibly going to be... Is this an offensive trialing from Tongfu? It sure as hell looks like it. Nyx, AA, and Morphling heading their way down bottom lane. They know it's going to be an Invoker lane, but this is a Rubik Lina Invoker lane. They've got a lot of killing power. Sure, Invoker has no actual spells available at level 1.
30 seconds to
oh my
battle.
god, I didn't even know you could do this anymore. Wait, where's the E's? The Exort. Anything with Exort's not there. They're not showing the Exort spells. Well, looks like Lua takes a bit of harassing. He's got to be careful, man. Be a bit careful. So, Rubik, Lina, and Invoker trialing. They're going to be up against what looks to be. I'll introduce the two teams. How about that? That sounds like a good idea. We've got Tongfu on the die side. We've got MT playing the center. He's going to be your safe lane solo. Viper at mid lane is going to be played by Yu9. In the bottom lane, we've got Q on the Ancient Apparition. We've got XBG on the Nyx, and then we've got Sorry Fox playing the Morph lane. Okay. So, meanwhile, on the IG side, Invictus Gaming, your TI2 champions. We've got some Chinese characters playing the Lina, who I don't believe is Chuan. No, not confirmed, not entirely sure of that. We've got Z, or Luo, on the Invoker. We've got Rubik in the hands of the Captain Faith. In mid lane, it's going to be Ferrari 430 playing the Ember Spirit.
Close.
And then finally, in the top lane, YYF, he's going to be on the Elder Titan. So, that's Team IG. Keep an eye on this trial versus trial though. They're definitely where we're going to look to see some sort of action as far as, well, having a trial versus trial lane. Kind of goes without saying here. It is Lina. Got that big Arcana set up, so maybe it is Chuan. As, Alright, so apparently the Lina is actually the IG manager, what Mali has said, so... Chuan not back in the IG house just yet, I imagine. I mean, it seems to be a recurring thing. All these Southeast Asian players, like you've got Mushi, Ice, they were still in their home countries for a bit. They weren't actually playing just yet. And then, well, Chuan seems to be suffering the same problem, unfortunately. And, we're going to lower the in-game sounds a tiny bit more. There we go. Be pretty good here. So Rubik Lina actually doing a bit. They've just ditched. They said Invoker Pernura. He got Quaz level 1, which is probably a good idea considering he's up against a Trialing. So Trialing versus Trialing, Cold Snap going to be a bit more useful than a Sunstrike. Maybe you have slightly. Well, I don't even know if you have less damage output. If you go in with a Telekinesis Lina stun, having the extra stuns from a Cold Snap is pretty big. Did he just? I think he tried to last hit using that Cold Snap. I didn't see if he got it, but cute little trick. Meanwhile, mid lane, Viper. This is a matchup he should win against Ferrari. And he's doing pretty well. 7 last hits, 6 denies to the 4 and 2 of Ember Spirit. But Ember Spirit's just going to be looking to get that bottle up as soon as possible to help him out in this lane. As for top lane, melee on melee, 12 and 2 CS at a 7-0 of Elder Titan. So it's actually Tongfu looking good in all 3 lanes as far as the first 2 minutes of the game goes. But hey, it's 2 minutes in. It's really too soon to say too much beyond that. And well, we'll see exactly what comes with it. In other ways, it's going to be Rubik and Lina going for a big wraparound smoke. They didn't even go through this mid lane. Often you go like through here and find yourself like looping all the way around, but they actually want to go all the way top. That's why they go for a long path up towards that top lane. And it looks like they're going to go for a flank here on MT. MT should be dead from this one. Elder Titan has 1 nuke and he's going to throw it out here. Does it boots MT, so not going to be the easiest kill. Sunstrike comes in as well. MT taking a lot of damage. He's going to look to run down river, running away from the support. 1 or 2 more right clicks will be there, and Elder Titan gets the first blood. YYF gets IG off to a good start. So the unusual smoke catching Tongfu by surprise. I don't blame him for going down to that one. That was a definite roundabout way to go for that smoke gang. Meanwhile, mid lane Ferrari, his Flame Guard getting worn away by the magic damage of the poison attack, which is annoying for him, but it's always going to, it's blocking damage end of the day, so it's worth using when possible. Alright. Another Sunstrike Q, gotta be careful. That's decent harass as, well, unfortunately for Lua, that kind of eats up all his mana. 175 mana for a Sunstrike. It's almost a third of your mana pool for each Sunstrike. Even, yeah, a bit more than that almost. It's like getting close to half his mana pool. But looks like Rubik Lina going to be poised around the mid lane. Both yeah, both heroes with boots. They've got a smoke, but it's on cooldown for 10 more seconds. But it looks like they really want to go for a kill here on U9. They may just wait for this one. Ferrari will be hitting level 5 soon, and I think they're waiting maybe for a smoke. As Rubik will, gets an Invis rune. The Dire Ward's actually at bottom lane, so this Viper may not see this game coming. As Rubik can be leading the way towards mid. U9 has to be a bit careful here as going to push forward here, but Ferrari just going to go straight in. TP coming out here. U9 taking a lot of damage there, and this bowler's going to land on him. Great play coming in from IG. Nice little gank. They get themselves their second kill of the game. 2-0 early on. As Ferrari after his boots bottle level 5.5. And Morphling at the bottom lane. Well, he's getting farmed, but his team losing the other couple of lanes here. With a fast phase boots on YYF. Not often you see phase boots on the Elder Titan, but in a 1v1 matchup, this is going to give him a lot of right click damage, a nice little movement speed boost as well, which the movement speed essentially allows you to have extra right clicks if you go in for those kills. So I like this little build coming out from YYF. He needs to be a bit careful. He's got his bottle to go with this. That's where his HP and mana regen is coming from, because you often see Elder Titan having some mana problems. Will go for either Arcane Boost or something to help support his mana, like a Soul Ring. Plus, Soul Ring Mech is something a build you often see, or the Soul Ring Pipe, but the mana's going to come from this bottle of his, which works out just fine. Support's back bottom now, so they're going to, looks like they're trying to use Lure as bait here, because they're sitting back, not showing themselves, and waveform forward, the bait's going to be successful here. Nyx Assassin has a level 1 Carapace, and Lena going to get stun off, and actually going to chain this pretty well. XPG taking a lot of damage. Rubik wants to commit to this with the Cold Snap, the creep, the Sunstrike not even going to be needed. They kill the Nyx, get themselves a 3-0 kill lead. Tongfu. None of these lanes going too well for them, and this is Luo, who's meant to be who's been more or less safe playing solo against a tri lane, with boots, 2 assists, 1100 gold, and well on the way to his what I imagine is going to be a Midas. Well, Ferrari mid lane, he's hit level 6 now, so he's got access to the Fire Remnant. For those of you asking, the inaugural will be coming up after this match later on, so
Tower is under attack.
Don't worry too much, no stress. We'll hopefully be getting into that one in no time at all. But for now, guys, it is Tongfu taking on IG in the ECL. Wow, yeah, coming in from behind, catches that U9. Has himself a lot of base damage. He makes it go down here. The Astral Spirit not going to be enough. Ferrari, is he going to commit to this one? One Sleight of Fist will finish off the job, but cooldown as well as no mana there. Viper gets away. Elder Titan, he went in deep for that one. Ferrari now in trouble, gets hit by an Impale. DP coming in from the center with a Stampede. This is going to slow Ferrari down even further. The Hoof Stop is there. Ferrari's got no mana with this Fire Remnant. He's on the run, and 1 or 2 more right clicks will finish him off with the Chilling Touch, I believe that was. And get the kill, XPG. Find some revenge for his earlier death at bottom lane. Well, nicely played, nicely played. Well, hold on 1 second. Alrighty, so as far as the lanes are concerned,
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
IG, 3 kills to 2. They kind of had a bit of a misplay there at the mid lane. Empty taking a lot of damage in the jungle. He's at level 8 though, so that's the beauty of having him solo. Meanwhile, mid lane Q getting down some additional wards for the Tongfu side. As, just making sure everything's going smoothly for the inaugural. That there is meant to be a match starting later on, guys, which we'll be hopping into after this. So well, IG, they're up 3 kills to 2, 8 minutes in, and it seems actually behind on gold. So just getting slightly out farmed. As Morphling's rotated towards the top lane, treads as well as bassering on himself. Q, not doing too well on levels, and I think hero levels is where, actually no, pretty much even as well. Tongfu with a slide edge there as well. And your Centaur getting those kills at mid lane really boosted him up. He's highest level in the game, in fact, so that's pretty nifty. As, well, yeah, sorry, Fox still finding way. He's sitting on 36 CS, so actually the top 3 of all CS heroes is the Viper, the Centaur, and the Morphling, and that's where the gold lead is in Tongfu's favor right now. Meanwhile, mid lane, Ferrari, well, he's going to have his phase boots up fairly soon. It looks like that may be what's coming out for him. Yeah, so he's good. His phase boot. This will give him kind of the damage up what he needs. It's just the 3 points in Flame Guard. Gets a second in the Sleight of Fist. Actually a third now as well as he hits level 8. So I'm going to look to harass as much as possible with this. We see all sorts of different Ember Spirit builds coming out. The Chinese players seem to prefer going for the Flame Guard. Because the Western players, they're generally going for the Sleight of Fist plus Searing Chains, the Follows combo. And yeah. Sorry about that, guys. Just messaging some of the teams and admins regarding the inaugural, letting them know the situation. But we've got ourselves an ECL match here, so looks like Rubik and Elder Titan doing the team jungling here, level 8 on your Elder Titan, 3 points in the aura. And this is, to me, the scary thing about this IG lineup is the long-range, like, initiation plus damage they can do. They drop down the Astral Spirit, gives them a lot of scouting, a lot of vision potential, and then you follow it up with a Sleight of Fist plus Follows combo, and then you've got the Invoker Sunstrike. And all of this damage, the Searing Chains plus Sleight of Fist is being amplified, and as well as the Sunstrike is being amplified by the aura from the Elder Titan. This natural order is just going to make these nukes do a whole lot more damage, and that's a scary proposition for a Tongfu once we get to the mid game. And that's where Tongfu, sure, they've got themselves a small little golden experience lead here. It's not really going to carry them that well into the mid game, I feel. They've got to really just buckle down, not give up too much in the mid game. They need to get this blink up on the center as fast as possible. Nick's getting levels also important. He's actually level 7, and that's something which is really handy for him. But IG have engaged in the mid lane. They're going to see a TP in from the Nyx Assassin. Vendetta damage there as well. YYF getting low here, but it looks like XPG not going to go down and not going to find a kill either. But YYF bottles himself back up a little bit. Probably going to have to head back home, though. Getting himself just a bit too low to stay far.
Tower is under attack.
Sorry, Fox at top lane. He's the 52 CS with the 22 denies. Leading the way now. Oh, might I say that center overtakes him. So this is going to be IG just playing back for now. They want to get the double forward spirits up on the Invoker. He has got his Midas. Looks like we'll see the Necro book come up immediately after. This is going to become your standard safe lane Invoker build. You go Exort, rush Midas, then get Necro 3, and just use it for this strong mid-game death ball push. Oh, U9, he's almost got his mech up, so he comes back mid lane. He's done well against Ferrari. I mean, all things considered, reversing an Ember Spirit, so killing him is so difficult to do. The only kill they got in him was when he went diving way too deep in the mid lane. There's IG. Looks like they will be able to get this T1 bottom tower. The trialing coming into play here. He's rotated. He's a bit short of his Blink Dagger, so they'll keep chipping away. The 3 range heroes can keep themselves fairly safe. It's hard for the Nyx to get close enough for this. No, they're just going to be a telekinesis, just to keep the Nyx Assassin away. Wasn't actually looking to engage on that, and that gets Rubik the tower last hit. IG don't really care who it goes to, they just want to make sure it doesn't get denied. That's priority number 1. Priority number 2 could be, okay, Invoker gets it, but not getting the tower denied while not also getting engaged on. The big thing for them. Ferrari at mid, up to 1k gold. As we are going to see... yeah, the standard phase boot. He's maxed out the Sleight of Fist now. Just 3 points in Flame Guard. So, I mean, the damage per second doesn't scale that well. The magic absorb scales decently. And then the duration goes up quite a bit. But the duration doesn't matter too much when you're going to be constantly losing it. Meanwhile, bottom lane, Stampede being used. They've gone in on Luo here. And Nyx Centaur will get themselves a kill. The TP in from the IG manager. Not going to be successful. And Centaur now picks himself up a blink here. Oh, Elder Titan was looking for him, but... not going to find him with the Astral Spirit at Centaur. Blinks his way out of there. I think IG should have an idea of what's coming their way with this Blink Dagger here. Meanwhile, mid lane looks like Ember Spirit. Did he get Viper Strike again? No, not on cooldown. So he treads him close to a mech on the Viper. U9 doing well here, up to 57, 58 CS. And for IG, they're trying to work on a mech of their own. Elder Titan's in charge of that one. Go with his phase boots. Just about 500 gold away. TP's himself back top lane. Has hit level 9 now, so no points in the Earth Splitter just yet, but that'll probably come a bit later on. Maybe gets at like level 10 as well as level 11, but the main thing right now is he wants to max this aura. It's just going to be such a powerful combo with Sunstrikes as well as Sleight of Fist and Searing Chains. So we're going to see U9 taking a lot of damage. This is where if you have that Sunstrike, You almost get that kill. Empty's coming and rotating in the mid lane. He's going to blink dagger, hits a stun here. Nice sleight of fist doing a lot of return damage, but not really enough follow-up. And Luo's going to show up at the mid lane, but damage has been done. Rubik has been picked off, and IG going to find themselves giving up another kill here. Now keeping Tongfu somewhat low, so... Tongfu, well, now you're going to just keep people on. I think realizing he needs that level 6. Not having the Ice Blast is making it a bit more difficult for Tongfu to at least take a sustained, longer team fight. As soon as they get the pick up with the Sentinel Blink initiation, they haven't got much damage as the AA doesn't offer that much. Sentinel's coming in, he's got a Blink Dagger here, but the tower, it looks like it's already going to go down. XBG could have thought about initiating in, but there's a Sentry Ward waiting for him, no chance for a Vendetta in. Now there is a completed mech for U9, so he's more fight ready. Morphling, on the other hand, not too team fight ready. He wants to just keep on farming that Link and Spear.
Top tower is under attack.
Faith as well as Lena going to be rotating up there and trying to keep this tower alive. Getting pretty low here with the creep wave and siege creep. This will get down to about 200-ish HP. And looks like Faith's going to try to get himself his level 6 now. Yep, that siege creep will get him there. So we can see level 6 on the Rubik now. To go with the level 6, almost level 7 Lena actually. They've got a decent amount of killing power here, and there's a lot of good spells to steal. It's going to be a waveform, so Rubik can be pretty happy with this one. Some extra survivability, not to mention nuke and burst damage coming his way. As there we go, another mech picked up. IG this time. Both teams with a mech. Going to even the playing field just a little bit. Drums picked up for your Ember Spirit now, so he's much more fight ready as well, although only the 1 point in the Searing Chains. The big deal to me with the level 1 Searing Chains is the cooldown is quite long. You go towards that level 4 one and it goes from 14 seconds to 8 seconds. It sounds like a small change, but when you've got a 6-second cooldown on your Sleight of Fist, that's like a 2-second window you got to wait, and every Sleight of Fist you can pretty much have a Searing Chains to go with it if you wait that 2 seconds. As it is now, you've got like a Searing Chains every 2 Sleight of Fists. And that's really the big thing which Ember Spirit's used for, at least the way a lot of the Western players are. You've seen the Arteezy Ember Spirit. To me, probably the best Ember Spirit player out there. I mean, just uses that initiation to such great effect. But this kind of more defensive build with the Flame Guard, definitely still viable. But and it gets the Viper. It's very situational depending on your matchup a little bit. Although, see what IG look to do with it here. Tongfu is smoked up. They've got the Blink on the center as their main initiation tool. Nyx, still no way. Not really that well onto his Blink Dagger. He's got 700 gold, which considering he was a support hero is actually quite reasonable. Getting a support Nick this much farm as well as levels is actually really nice, and Tongfu still trying to get this flank in from the side. Invoker's pretty vulnerable, doesn't have a Tornado EMP, and that's where if they do get the jump, it's going to be pretty painful. Centaur blinks forward, he uses the stun, it's on an illusion though. The AA Ice Blast as well, this is disaster. Get out Tongfu, get out now. Morphling taking a lot of damage there as well. Looks like a Sleight of Fist coming in, the Searing Change will land on the Viper, but this level 2 I think, so only the 2-second duration? Yeah. No 3-second duration just yet, and missing, well, that illusion, baiting out a Centaur stun and AA Ice Blast. Oh boy, that was a value illusion. Sleight of Fist coming out on U9 here as the tier 1 top tower getting chipped away at just that little bit more. An Astral Spirit. This just makes IG so safe to go for these pushes because they can just scout, find out where all these heroes are with the Astral Spirit, know where Centaur is, where he's going to get that Blink Engage in. The Sleight of Fist plus Searing Chain just catches out the 2 heroes, and the Astral Spirit does. There's no blinking in. When these constantly catch you out, and there's going to be a TP coming in from the Morphling here. Tower gets denied, and Tongfu, it looks like they do want to try chase here. Centaur gets a blink on the Elder Titan, doesn't get a chance to pop the mech off, and he gets himself a double kill. Lingen's just going to look to TP out, won't do so as the Adaptive Strike comes in, and well, may just turn to fight. Can throw a Laguna Blade. Not going to get a chance to. May as well throw that. It's got a really short cooldown, 70 seconds, compared to like the 3-minute cooldown of the Lion ulti. He could just throw it before he dies, but once he's back to a lane, it's been 40 seconds. So maybe it's like 30 seconds with no Laguna Blade. I guess there was no potential kill. Nyx Assassin would have been a close call, but now we look at Tongfu getting a counter tower. They lose it. Well, they deny the top one, and they want this top tier 1. IG somewhat positioned to defend it. Elder Titan going to TP in as well, and I think with that maybe Tongfu back off. They've already been chipped away at quite heavily. Now put a mech on this Viper. He's going to just pop it immediately. Ooh. Ferrari in trouble. He's going to go down here. Ember Spirit just going diving into that fight. Ice Wall comes out as well. That's going to be the death of the Centaur. Ember Spirit actually buying back. Probably a good time to buy back considering he's at almost the peak of his string. He goes in, hits another Searing Chain. Morphling going to take a spill. Ferrari 430, he's not done. He wants Q as well. And Q without mana. Astral Spirit's there to help things out here. He's going to take a fall as well. Meanwhile, Nyx Assassin, he's on the run. Vendetted up. Should be okay. I think he was looking for a kill there, but 4 for what? Very few. I think it was like a 4-for-0 trade after the Ember Spirit died. Ember Spirit died when he initiated in, but after that, Tongfu did not get another kill. So 4 for 1 plus a buyback, I guess. And Invoker's got his level 1 Necro. This will be level 2 now as well after that successful team fight. YYF, he's getting farmed as well. Hits himself up to level 11, so he has that first point in the Earth Splitter.
Radiant's bottom tower
Meanwhile, Ferrari, drums, has he picked up anything beyond this? Probably not after using that buyback. Sure, he got his team a couple kills, but that's only, what, the 450 gold you see now. I think that was most of his kitty that could get that buyback.
Radiant's top
And, the top T1 tower gets denied. No reason to keep it alive. It's completely miles away from the Roshan pit, miles away from anything of value, so denied as soon as possible. Don't let Tongfu get any extra gold that isn't necessary for that one. And Luo getting very close to that Necro 3. Looks like he's heading back to base. Well, maybe wants to go to the neutrals, probably finish the Necro 3 before. He doesn't even need a heal up, so there's no real reason to go back to base, actually. I should farm this camp. That'll be, I think, his Necro 3, and then IG. They want a 5-man. Necro 3 at 20 minutes in the game is really scary to fight into. Morphling, he's going to have a lot of mana problems if he gets hit by the Necro Warriors as well as mana burn down. We'll have that Lincoln soonish, which could maybe block a mana burn, but realistically, this is just going to be not a fun time to fight. Lua, yep, pushing down mid. He's just 30 gold away from that Necrobook. It looks like they're going to bring out the Courier anyways, because they looks like they do need some sentries. They plop down the one here for the Nyx Assassin. Astral Spirit goes flying out as well. And the harass will begin now. Engaging onto this one, tricky. MT could come from behind to catch IG with a flank, but even doing that is always going to be very, very risky. And there we go. Just Necro 2 delivered, so our Necro 3 should be waiting at base and may just fly right after. I guess they didn't want to wait for the Necro 3 because they needed those sentry wards so badly. They're pushing a tier 2 tower. They don't want to get caught out, brought down. And that would just be not a good proposition. They go in with the Stampede as well as the Centaur Stun. Catches out 2 YYF as well as the Lina. Taking a lot of damage here, and YYF, he can't mech himself, he pops the mech anyways. I think just helping heal up his tower, give his team a bit of extra armor. The Invoker takes a fall as well. Invoker getting the tower in the meantime, but a 3-for-1 trade. Ember Spirit still fighting, doing a lot of damage with the double damage ring combining with the Sleight of Fist. Does get chased down by that, but the Centaur takes a fall. Sorry, Fox, actually, I think killing a Necrobook there as he gets very low. And Mr. Shagbark, what a ball in Korea. He's going to wander his way back home. So 3-for-1, tier 2 tower going IG's way. Invoker picking that up, and he's up to 2k gold now, but they're not getting these with clean trade by any means. Tongfu managing to get good initiation, so all in the back of this Centaur. You can see why he's becoming such a top pick in the Chinese scene. YYF throwing out some more harass in the middle lane. He's got his Ogre Club up. I imagine it's going to be a BKB. Heaven's Halberd, always a decent item if you're against a good right clicker, but as far as right clickers go, Morphling, he's going to be all about the shotgun and the nuke damage. Viper, not really exactly worth disarming him, I don't think. Smoking towards bottom lane, it looks like Q may get picked off. They have the Observer there, they need the telekinesis. Ooh. I don't think AA even spotted them. There's no pings coming out. Alina's still invis, and Faith just they saw the AA too late. That was the main thing there. I think they smoked just to get that ward down. They're like, oh, AA's here. Oh wait, too late. Can't kill him. And well, YYF, he's gonna just keep pushing out this bottom lane. Spam it down as much as possible. It looks like they're not done with this 5-man Invoker, Forward Spirit, Necrobook push. And it's such a nasty push. Like your normal Invoker, like Exhort, Necrobook push is nasty enough. You combine it with Astral Spirit. Oh, wait. What? That's a Morphling Replicate, it looks like? I'm not sure. Replicate's on cooldown, so I think they caught out a Replicate with that. But you combine it with a long-range Harass and Initiation of a Astral Spirit as well as Sleight of Fist, and it gets even more disgusting and hard to deal with. Just a reminder, guys, right after this game, we will be jumping into the inaugural It's the ECL qualifiers.
Radiant's
I believe
middle
Execration
tower is
versus
under
Naris, that could be our
attack.
first game if we can get into that in time. U9 taking a lot of damage here on the front lines. There's Blink in from the Nyx Assassin. Does go for Carapace here, but he takes a ton of damage. Lina bursts him down with the Laguna Blade. Now MT in trouble. Takes a 4. Does bring down the Invoker with him, which is a nice little kill here, but is it really worth it? Considering he's already cast off the Necrobooks here. Viper, for a second I thought he was going to kill that Necrobook. Bowler's going to catch out U9. This looks like Viper taking the fall as well now. The Lina Light Strike Array making sure that AA actually buying back for this one. Has an Ice Blast. Not going to really get a chance to throw it, as everyone on the IG side is already too tanky, too healthy. Any further buyback? Doesn't look like it, and T2 tower going to go down. One for 4, in fact. IG take a much better team fight compared to what we saw at the mid lane.
Dire's bottom tower has fallen.
12 kills apiece, but IG is getting tower after tower, and this is where probably looking at like a 6 to 7k gold lead. Not even, actually, just about a 4 to 5k gold lead. That's where the last hits come into play. Morphling and Viper, top of the CS charts, and the kills being even, but IG using tower gold to get them this fairly decent lead, but by no means convincing. And Morphling says, forget Ethereal Blade. Actually, he's going to be going Manta style. Or at least picking up a Yasha. Maybe a Sanjin Yasha, who knows. We'll wait and see, but I guess deciding that Ethereal Blade is not the way to go. Ember Spirit can block some of the damage with the Flame Guard, I guess, but I guess the main worry is you shotgun someone and you get shotgun right back. There's a lot of nuke damage coming out from this Radiant team. Laguna Blade, Invoker Sunstrikes, Elder Tide Natural Spirits, Fade Bolt, Ember Spirit, less magic damage there, but I guess the magic damage that can be returned on you is a bit of a worry. Well, and IG, just one tier 2 tower left standing. That's at the top lane, so maybe they head there towards that direction next. As Z picks up an Ogre Club, he'll be going BKB, so I imagine BKB's all over for IG. And once they have those BKBs, Tongfu, they've been relying on initiation from the Blink Centaur, the Blink Nyx to actually give them teamfight victories, and that's going to be a lot trickier to do. There's a Stampede to go with this. They want to kill off Z here. There's an AA Ice Blast. It looks like with the Blink Centaur start, they'll do so. Q getting the last hit with the Ice Blast. Nice bit of play there from Tongfu. Scouting out, the Observer Ward obviously helping out. That's the big key factor there. And Tongfu with some great offensive ward. Looking at this Radiant jungle, nowhere's really safe. They're covering their own asses as well, as they've got an Observer Ward in their own jungle, and it's makes it hard for IG to play too safe this game. And it looks like IG may find their mid-tier 1 tower in a bit of trouble here. Invoker does have buyback if they want to make a fight for this one. Nyx Assassin goes blinking in with a stun. Centaur Blade Hoofstomp catches out 3 with a double edge. What a huge initiation from MT. Ember Spirit now in some trouble. May need to just fire him out of there. Gets a kill before he does do so. So Nyx Assassin taking a fall, and now Elder Titan on the run. AI Ice Blast will look in the waveform through as well. Wildlife gonna go down here. Ember Spirit's not done. He goes through with another Sleight of Fist. Hoofstomp not gonna land. Not sure what MT's thinking there. You can't hoof stomp through Sleight of Fist. He needs to get this blink off. Not sure he's going to get to. There's a Searing Chain coming as well. The Sunstrike catch up. Bowler's on 2 here. U9 in trouble. He's going to go down. Waveform out of there from Sorry Fox and Ferrari. Not much chasing between when he's being slowed down by the Viper, but now the phase boot gets procced. He has a drum if he wants to go further. Looks like Morphling and Centaur will just get themselves out of there. That was a really good start to the fight for Tongfu, but Ember Spirit not being dealt with. He stays alive the entire time, gets a couple kills, and even though Tongfu get the kill advantage in that one, Ember Spirit just getting kills for himself, has a Battle Fury now. Ferrari level 16 as well. It's definitely a cause for concern for Tongfu. Well, Centaur's got his hood up, so we'll be building towards the pipe with the mech already complete for the Viper. Well, pipe and mech on their side, and their team fight gets definitely more capable, but that's going through. Wouldn't have killed the Centaur anyway. Just looking for that extra bit of annoying harass, I guess, and he's full mana here, so no real loss for Luo. Maxed out Exort, so the top tier 2 tower is still there, but I feel like more important than this tier 2 tower is Roshan. With the Necros, with the Forward Spirits, they can definitely go for Roshan. If they can Nages in the hands of Ferrari or something, that would be definitely a fantastic little pickup. With the Urn, the Arcane Boot. Also probably, actually has a Staff Wizard. I was thinking maybe just some more wards and something coming out here. I think IG should look to probably get as a gem at some point. They've got the Necrobooks, they've got Sentries, but you're against the Nyx, you want to deward the map, and we're talking about all those offensive die wards that were in there in jungle. Those have expired now, but just dewarding the map as much as possible. You want to get a gem up for that. There we go. Faith actually comes through. Dewards the only die ward left on the map, so Who needs gem when you've got the game sense of faith? The IG captain needs to hit level 11 now. It looks like they are going to swing all towards the top lane. So forget Roshan for now. Probably a bit of a riskier proposition, and they're going to go towards this top lane. BKB almost complete on YYF. Invoker almost completing a BKB2. So in about 400 or 500 gold on 2 heroes, are going to have double BKBs. I think Ferrari probably an Ogre Club. Oh, Crystallis. He's going pure damage output. More of a glass cannon build, but nothing wrong with that. Considering Ember Spirit has all this built-in survivability that doesn't require a BKB. Well, Ferrari will lead the charge on this top lane. And what real actual good lockdown do they have? There's a Nyx, there's a Centaur. Haven't got Silence, which is really... Silences and Hexes is really what you need against an Ember Spirit. You need to Blink Silence or Blink Hex. You can Blink Stun with a Centaur and try Chain Stun with Nyx, but you've got to kill him from full. And if he has Flame Guard up, killing him from full HP always going to be difficult. Not to mention the hero scene behind him. You've got the Astral Spirit with a Stomp ready, you've got a Rubik with Telekinesis. Anything stolen? Nothing stolen right now. What do you actually want to steal? Like a Nyx Impale, probably your best bet. Centaur Foot Stomp is okay. Main problem with that is it's a melee stun. And then you've got spells like Waveform, Ice Blast, always good as well. Viper Strike is 100% guaranteed still. I know people always like, oh, you don't pick Viper against a Rubik, but it's, well, I mean, end of the day, Rubik's going to steal spells and fight. That's just something you have to accept. If Tongfu feel like the Viper fits their strategy, I think picking Viper against Rubik isn't really too big of an issue. Well, IG. Looking pretty good here. And meanwhile, bottom lane, Ferrari may get ganked up here. Nyx Assassin going to go in here. Ferrari, does he have a fire anywhere on the map? The burst damage is there, and it's more than enough. He gets taken out. Ice Blast not going to even be needed for that one. It looks like IG going to swing their way towards this bottom lane. Ward and Sentry there, so they know there's no detection here. Can they actually get a kill here? XBG maybe going to be the target. And Morphling, something his 2 ulti-ults. He's almost going to complete Skadi. As a replicate up, Centaur nearby. It's going to be a blink. There's a stun in. They want Lure on the Invoker. Invoker, he's going to BKB. Needs to pop it soon. May pop it too late. He's already very low. Pops it now. MT going to go down. YYF popping his BKB as well. And XBG, he's on the run. No Vendetta for 10 seconds. And unless he get a blink off. Oh, he doesn't get the blink off, unfortunately. The Astral Spirit scouting him out. And IG. They get 2. Did cost them 2 BKBs. And it's 2 kind of utility heroes. The Nyx and the Centaur, the 2 initiators. Not the core that is the Morphling or the Viper. And I think there is a, yeah, there's a Skadi. Sorry, Fox, getting scarier and scarier as this game goes on. I mean, even though he's got like Skadi Lincolns, I still feel he may need a BKB. This is just a lot of nukes. I guess you're against the Ember Spirit who's going to do physical damage regardless, so maybe to a less extent you need it against him. As let me just quickly make sure everything's going on. Guys, the inaugural will be coming up right after this one. As we'll see, YYF
Dire's bottom tower is under
leading the way at the
attack.
bottom lane. Looks like they're going to maybe poke their noses into Roshan. They've got the Ford Spirits, the Necrobooks ready to go, and they're going to summon both of those and start getting to work. The Tongfu make a move on this. They've got Morphling just finishing off a Skadi, so I'd love to see them try and fight this. Where is that replicate? He's got somewhere. There we go. Viper replicate heading towards the Roshan pit, perhaps an IG. They get cold feet. They back off and say, nah, we don't want to do this. We don't want to risk it. Probably a wise decision. Ember Spirit, don't think he actually was there. Didn't have a Fire Remnant either to help out. So, yeah, Necrobook can be used to do some dewarding. And we'll see Ember Spirit top lane just trying to push back this Morphling just a little bit. So they see the Skadi completed, the Lincolns, the Yasuo, and they know this
Radiant's
Morphling.
top tower is under
He's
attack.
pretty scary right now.
Radiant structures are fortified.
Not too much. They can't really kill him regardless. He's got... Actually, his replicate's gone all of a sudden. He had, yeah, Waveform, Morph Strength. He had plenty of ways to keep himself alive there. And Tongfu poking themselves into the Roshan. IG. They better make a move and make a move fast. The Forward Spirit's, I think, giving a good idea of what's going on here. Another Forward Spirit's going to try poking. They just want to see exactly how low Roshan is, how much time do they have. They scattered out, they see it's about half HP and think, okay, we've got to get here and get here fast. Does Tongfu continue? They want to continue on this one. MT taking a bit of damage here, uses the hoof stomp, so IG engaged. It's 10 seconds with no Centaur stun. That's actually a pretty big deal. Wall Stomp going to catch out too. This is a cause for concern. IG. They're on the prowl towards the Roshan pit. They're still going to commit to this one. Earth Spirit going to go through. Catches out two. The Stampede being used here. AA on the sideline. Does pick off an ulti here. They're going to bring down Ferrari. Great way to start the fight here. XBG, I think, setting that one up with a Carapace as well as Impale. Now Lure, he may be BKB, but the Skadi Slow is there. Another great Stomp coming in from your Elder Titan. The more strength from Sorry Fox. He's going to go down. What are the right-click damage from the Elder Titan? 300 plus right clicks. He is just hitting and hitting hard. And they're going to get a kill on the Nyxas as well. Who needs the Ember Spirit when you got the big bad briefcase wielding YYF? He's just walloping people. Briefcase to the head, and now they go into the Roshan Pit. They see just how low Roshan is. They want to finish this one off, but Morphling in waveforms directly into the Roshan Pit. Sorry Fox wants the Aegis for himself. Who's going to gets killed by the Dire? MT with a blink of Storm catches out to Aegis of the Mortal. It's still on the ground. No one's picked it up. Finally, the Centaur. He picks it up just before he dies. Immediately procs. What a Roshan fight for Tongfu. They're not done just yet. They're chasing. They want some more. Elder Titan on the run. 4-star and TP out from the Lina. Gets out just in time, and IG find themselves getting bested at the Roshan Pit. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Not good indeed. Mech getting now used.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
These stomps, YYF being on point. And at the same time, normally you shouldn't be able to use a stomp as a setup. Like, it's not that hard of a spell to dodge. You see it coming, it's got a big channeling time. Tongfu. I mean, right now it doesn't matter. There was no Invoker alive, Ember Spirit not in position to defend as well, but Tongfu will get themselves a tier 2 tower, but they almost got caught with their pants down at the Roshan Pit there when they went in for that one, but luckily Morphling having buyback and Centaur coming up with the big plays. YYF, almost the hero of that fight though. I'd love to see him pick up like a Sanjin Yasha or something, just to get not so much for the survivability, but the movement speed. The movement speed and attack speed will allow him to just get more right clicks off in these fights and do a lot more damage, because he was hitting for like 300 plus right click damage, and combine that with a natural order, that's a lot of damage here, reducing these base armors to 0. Elder Titan definitely a bit of a beast in this game. So well, we'll see another Spirit in the mid lane. Ferraro finished off the creep wave. He's picked up a gem now, it looks like. Actually, Faith buying that one. Just letting Ember Spirit hold on to it. He died that fight because Nyx initiated on him. Ferraro got caught out, chain stunned by, I think, an Impale and a Carapace, and then got finished off by the Morphling. So that was the big losing factor of that fight for IG. Mr. Ferrari 430. Smoke coming out from Tongfu. They're going to look to prowl towards his bottom lane into the Radiant jungle, but it looks like IG are having nothing of it. They're making their way into the Dire jungle, and that's his 5 as well, so. And IG are playing with a stand and saying to remember. They don't have Chuan, who is a pretty instrumental player for this team. 4-star, and taking a quick look at some of the more important items picked up. Ember Spirit, no Daedalus just yet. As for the Invoker, finished off the BKB, going back for a Scythe of Vice, the Hex for himself. No surprises there. And Elder Titan, I mean, talk about, I'd like to see a Sanjin Yasha, but maybe something like an Assault Cuirass.
Radiant's bottom tower
Shiva's Guard, not bad, just giving himself some extra armor. Heart of Tarrasque also, if you want to go survivability, go like either plus armor or plus HP from a heart. But I think Sanjin Yasha is kind of like a nice little neutral item that is pretty cost effective, only 4k gold. Gives you a lot of stuff you can all benefit from. The HP, the survivability, the movement speed, the attack speed. I don't often advocate for Sanjin Yasha, but this may be like one of the better times to get one. Heaven's Halberd, not a bad idea as well. Now that Morphling is going like almost pure right click, not getting the Ethereal Shotgun, maybe you do want a Heaven's Halberd. Looking at what Sorry Fox is building next, he did buy back that last fight, so that kind of slowed down any item progression for himself. AA, Aghanim Scepter just 500 gold away, so if you manages to finish off an Ag, that's a pretty big deal for Tongfu. MT's finished off his pipe on the Centaur. And then we look towards Viper. Aghanim Scepter complete with the BKB and Mech. So Viper is pretty much fighting fit. And Nyx, he's got Blink and 4 stuff. So he's pretty much team fight ready. Blink, Hook Stomp, catch up the Lina, burst him down. Pretty easily to start things off. As another Astral Spirit going to go flying out here. Just trying to keep Tongfu back, and IG. 19 kills to 20. They're ahead by a 2k gold margin based on all this tower gold of theirs, but the experience tells another story, and that's one of Tongfu. 7k XP ahead. Maybe not taking as many towers, but winning the team fights. Sunstrike off the mark, it looks like. Nick's not going to get caught up by that one. And for IG, suddenly they're on the defensive. They're playing back. They've got a Daedalus complete on Ember Spirit, so pushing for Tongfu isn't too much of an option. Pushing into Ember Spirit, always tricky, never fun, never really worthwhile. And with the Aegis immediately getting used there by the Centaur, I think they decide against it. I like the play. Even it may be 39 minutes in, but MT is still dropping his Tranquil Boots to farm neutrals. That is some persistent play. A lot of players will just get lazy at this stage of the game, but he says, nah, not me. Still going to play this as safely and seriously as possible. IG. Ferrari's got his Battle Fury Daedalus going strong, so we'll see where he goes next. May want that survivability type item. BKB against the center and Nick stuns. And the Ice Blast to some extent as well. SQ, it looks like there we go. Aghanim Scepter is up on your AA, and oh boy, here we go. IG, I've got to give a slight concern for them. And YYF, he's got 3k gold, so I meant to talk about his next item. We'll see exactly what it may be. For now, he does want to keep that buyback up, at least have the option to buy back in a fight. Unless he's going to get a big item. And speaking of big items, Morphling has got the BKB.
Radiant's bottom tower
and that
is
pretty
under
much
attack.
Turns him into at least God for 10 seconds in this next fight. Does take physical damage still from the Elder Titan. That's actually something to worry about. And you look at all this 25 armor he's getting from all this agility of his. That gets reduced to 0. Natural Order says, what armor? So actually the right-click damage is... That's where IG looked to kill this Morphling. The Invoker can hit pretty hard with the Forward Spirit, which can reduce his armor even further. You've got the Necrobooks with right-click damage, Invoker himself hitting for 200 plus damage, and then the Elder Titan. He's got that big 10-pound briefcase, and definitely something you don't want to be getting smacked in the face by. So IG, they smoke up. They're looking for blood. And Ferrari going to TP back to the smoke. Somewhat unsuccessful here. It looks like they will get somewhat spotted here now. As Lua just going to wander back. Probably should look to just check out this Necrobook a bit more freely, because you can use it for dewarding purposes. And he's just bought a Hex, so if Lua goes down in a fight, no buyback, no bueno. Same story for Morphling, but Morphling I feel is just much less likely to die. The physical damage would have to completely overwhelm him. And he's level 22 now. Sorry, Fox. Finds a regen rune. Doesn't really need that too much, but hey, we'll take it nonetheless. An MT, 2.3k gold. At this point, it's all about the buybacks for a lot of these players. Like, you've got 2 to 3k gold. There's nothing really worth buying. That's to throw away a buyback that's going to actually help you out to win a fight. At least for the core heroes. Like, Elder Time with 3k, what can you actually buy with that that's going to change a fight? Invoker, he spends all his gold, but that's because it's to buy a big item in the Scythe of Ice. That's a game changer. Ember Spirit, similar story. 2k gold, not much he can add to his team. Morphling, he buys a big item in the BKB, which is at the cost of his buyback. And Tongfu, no, they're playing defensive. They're playing safe. They're not going to try to take fights for now, so they can just wait for Morphling to farm the buyback. Looks like mid lane. Engagement here. U9 going to BKB TP out. So to cancel this one. Doesn't look like it. Invoker pops a BKB. MT now in some trouble. He's going to go down, and that Centaur does a buyback. Where he makes sure he plays this at least fairly safe. Holds on to it.
Radiant structures are fortified.
Going on some aggressive roaming missions. Maybe trying to just scatter the courier or something behind the push. And they are going for a push. With Centaur on the sidelines, they feel like they can do this. Ember Spirit will stop this top lane. TP's back. Has a Fire Remnant down. To ulti back into it. Here goes Nyx from behind. Ember Spirit, he's the one with the gem. They don't actually have him with them. He needs to come back, and he's just going at absolutely everyone. The BKB? What was YYF doing? I don't think they actually saw the Nyx there. I think that was just a casual BKB, and Nyx saw that. We'll see if IG can actually get the Roche here. Top lane is being pushed in by the Morphling. Searing Chain's gonna get land on the Morphling now, and sorry Fox maybe needs to come back to his team. The Replicate. Where exactly is it? Ice Blast going to go into the pit, and this is going to catch YYF as well as Lua. These heroes need to be careful. The Stomp going to go out. Don't think he actually caught too many here. And YYF made the straight go down. The Roshan whacking away on him. And YYF takes a spill. Viper gets left up in the air. No BKB for 7 seconds. But he can stay alive that 7 seconds. Lua going to go down in the pin. I think it's Lua with no buyback. He's got 1100 gold. He's just got buyback. He's like 4 gold above it. If he didn't have buyback there, it could have been GG. Looks like Rubik goes down as well. AA helping finish him off with the Viper. And Tongfu going to go for a counter push now. They get Roshan for themselves. Picked up by the Morphling of all heroes. Morphling gets the Aegis, goes back top lane, and now they're going to be pushing high ground. Luckily for IG, Invoker's buyback. Even with buyback, though, I don't know how well they can hold this. They've got Ember Spirit with buyback. He looks to clear things out as much as possible, spamming the Sleight of Fist, but suddenly things get very, very dicey for IG. Anyone who's bet their ears on Tongfu, you'll be feeling pretty good about yourself right now.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Oh, let's say mid tower? What? Mid tier 2 tower is under attack. So Tongfu still got tier 2s to deal with, and this is Tongfu leading. Sure, 2k gold ahead. Experience 12k in there, man. IG.
Radiant's
an upset
middle
coming their
tower
way.
has fallen. Dire's
Not
bottom
looking too
tower
sharp
is
right
under
now.
attack. Dire's structures are fortified.
Minus back up. Gonna proc that as soon as possible, but Assault Crest for your Viper. So talk about not saving for buyback. It's always going to come when you can get a big item like this. This Assault Crest is actually a pretty big item to have, especially the plus armor aura against the Elder Titan. You need whatever armor you can get. Makes everyone a lot tankier, dishes out a lot more damage here. Gem being picked up by the AA. Centaur, oh, give me a Ice Blast initiation. This is going to hit the Invoker. Doesn't get the BKB off just yet. Needs to summon it soon. Viper now. He's in the front lines. Pops a mech, maybe pops a BKB as well. Viper Strike going out as well. Lua taking a bit of right-click damage here. Maybe not to bring him down. MTV on the Centaur picks up 4. Morphling waves his way through. Actually gets himself out of the fight afterwards. He's looking for some more here, or get some more. Buyback from the Centaur with Invoker and Rubik both dead. This push may just come now. Invoker has no buyback after dying for another time here. Lina going to take a fall in the front lines as well, but BKB Morphling not going to try chase down YYF. They get a bit of a risky choice to make if he goes further, and Yu Nine going to just TP himself home. Another team fight going Tongfu's way. 45 minutes in, and alrighty, looking good. We've got ourselves a serious game here, boys. YYF, nothing as far as item progression coming out from the offlane IG player, and at this point, I mean, you talk about saving for buybacks. At some point, they just need more items, though. They need more farm. This Morphling's just getting out of control. He's got now a Manta style to go with all these other items of his. Probably wants to pick up a Boots of Travel fairly soon to replace these treads. Especially considering he has the Aegis, so he could do so now, but not going to choose to. And where is that replicate of his? Enemy top lane. Oh, Ice Blast. Misses the Ember Spirit, but he's going to find Rubik instead. Faith is in all sorts of trouble. The Skadi Slow is there. Stuns him with the Telekinesis. Has a Blink Dagger in 5. Sorry, folks. Doesn't get hit by the Searing Chains. It looks like there was the RNG didn't pay off for him, but no chase coming. Doesn't want to risk it. Not worth it just for a Rubik kill, I guess. Is the big thing there. And Tongfu still with Aegis on their side. I think they just keep looking to push, and I like that they're doing this 4-1 split. They're 4 heroes mid, Morphling top. He's pushing his 5 into an Ember Spirit with Cleave. Painful, painful stuff. Ferrari up to 4.4k gold. I mean, I don't even know if he wants to be saving for buyback. He may just need another item. Good blinking after this Morphling. Does have Aegis, does have BKB. They may be able to burst him down, taking a lot of damage here with the Hex as well. The Stampede keeps him alive. He's on 2 HP. He's Morphing strength. He's still good. Oh, that was close. Is there a replicate? There's a TP home. Sunstrike. Oh, he goes down. The cleave damage. That's your Aegis proc. IG going to be so happy about that. If he's managed to TP home, then replicate back in full HP. Oh, he dropped his treads. Where's your treads? Okay, he gave it to a teammate. He was going to swap his treads for a TP, it looks like. He's like, bro, hold my treads. I TP home and I come back and you give me back my treads. But a bit slow on the TP home. And they managed to just get the kill there. No Aegis now for some time. At least another 4-ish minutes before there's a chance for Roshan to respawn. Sorry, Fox, 4k gold. What comes next? The Butterfly always nice. I don't even think it's too late for a shotgun. You start just insta-killing some of these heroes. Sure, Invoker 1800 HP, but you go full Agi, you're looking good. You're getting some kills. And unlike Rubik, you can go full Agi as a Morphling. Always go full Agi. Nick's just scouting things out at the bottom lane. I like this. Value Vlad's picked up by the Centaur. Yeah, it's buybacks on cooldown. Vlad's such a good late game cost-effective item. Being percentage-based with the bonus damage, the lifesteal as well. Only going to help out the melee heroes, so not so much the Morphling or the Viper, but plus armor as well in the late game. Against Elder Titan, you want that plus armor. Any armor you can get is going to help just negate Sleight of Fist damage. So Vlad's a very, very cost-effective item here. And look at that, Morphling gets down to 0 armor from the Elder Titan. He literally has no armor. 31 becomes 0. That's where Vlad's Assault Crest is essential on this Tongfu team. And the Spirit gets himself out of the top lane, not feeling too safe. 6.4k gold. What will it be? What will it be? Do we dare say it? I don't want to jinx it. I want to see one though. Or does he just get a second Daedalus? Yes, second Daedalus always pretty powerful. And he's done it! Yes! He's done it! Oh, they saw the courier! Oh, courier. Courier. They know it's nearby. He's picked up the... Picked it up. Well, hasn't picked it up just yet. Looks like the courier will get out safely. This is all in from Ferrari. Alrighty. Game on. We've got ourselves a game, that's for sure. 50 minutes in now. Morphling with the same amount of gold, but I don't think we're seeing any YOLO plays from him. Yeah, he picks up the Eagle Song. I mean, I said Ethereal Blade's still a good item. I definitely think it is, but I think more likely we see a Butterfly. But Ethereal Blade, even as a 5th, 6th item, is still very scary. Look at this Lina 1k HP, Rubik 1500. Elder Titan, I mean, they've got BKBs, but those BKBs are getting shorter and shorter. It's going to be a Butterfly, but Ethereal Blade wouldn't have been a bad choice by any means. That's Mr. Shagbuck gonna fly his way out of there. We'll get carried by some little pigeons. Gee, they're smoked up. They're looking for blood here. Moving out of their base with this Divine Rapier is scary thoughts here. They do not want to lose this. They may find U9 in the mid lane. He's got no backup. There's a blink. There's a lift. Sleight of Fist coming through. Absolutely disintegrated. The Viper. He did not stand a chance. That was a smoke out of their base just for the 1 kill. And they're pushing. They want to go high ground. They say, we can do this. We can do this now. There's no Aegis. There's no Roshan. So let's at least maybe try force a buyback. Sorry, Fox. Ooh, Replicate's back. That was important. If he lost that, he has no way back home. Just going for the counter push at bottom lane, but I think IG can't really push. Ember Spirit's a terrible hero for breaking high ground. XPG. Oh, he's walked into them. What have you done, Nyx? He's got buyback, but that's a throw if I've ever seen one. He'll give away the gem as well. And with 2 heroes dead, IG are thinking, well, maybe we can push. They probably have buyback, but let's try and force out the buybacks. But do not get caught out, whatever you do. Does Morphling doesn't have buyback. Oh boy. 800 short. If he dies, it's all over. There's no holding on if Morphling takes a fall. Double buybacks get forced, and no initiation. When you use those double buybacks, you generally want to try to get a blink stun from Centaur, or some follow-up, or you want to have IG overextended when you buy back. And the fact they just double bought back with IG, and IG get a clean retreat, that's a big loss for Tongfu. They're not going to be happy about that one. They really needed to catch someone out with those buybacks. When you buy back, when you're defending like that, you want to combine it with a good initiation. And well, the Ferrari 430 Rapier. 2.5k gold. Do we dare see another? He's still got 4k to go, but I'd love to start thinking about one at least. Can we get it? Tongfu smoked at mid. They're hoping that someone on IG makes a mistake, gets caught out, but that's something IG not known for. Faith, he leads a tight ship here. Oh, Luo. He's caught out. Oh, the blink stun going to be off the mark. Luo does not get the BKB off. He had a chance to BKB there. Doesn't cast it. YYF now in trouble. Pops a BKB, but the slow from the Skadi. YYF, you're not going anywhere, son. Or is he? Okay, there we go. Movement speed comes in. Ooh, blink and pale off the mark. Nice full stops coming out. I think it was a Lina. The Divine Rapier damage. Invoker going to buy back as well. Luna goes in. Laguna Blade. Finishes off the Nyx. Sleight of Fist again. Ferrari just doing so much damage. They go into the high ground now. They're going to bring down MT. He doesn't stand a chance. That's Nyx dead with no buyback. And IG, if they found the opening they've been looking for, it looks like they may have. Trouble, trouble, trouble. Ferrari, 3.6k gold. Looks like IG, they want Roshan. I'd love Ferrari to have an Aegis with the Divine Rapier. It's so risky. So risky. It looks like they may be able to find it for themselves. Yeah. Aegis picked up by your Ember Spirit, and that's uncontested. They've still got 20 seconds with no Nyx Assassin. Centaur, also no buyback. They may get at least Raptors here. Fairly safe to do so with Ember Spirit having this Aegis. 7 seconds on Nyx. Hey, Ice Blast now going to be on cooldown, so ID may look at that and say, well... Oh, did he steal the Ice Blast? Oh, Vortex. He just cast it there. Rubik was seeing like just a glimmer in his eye, a glimmer of hope that, oh man, I may just get this Ice Blast. Not the case, though. Prime movements are near the mid lane. Looks like Ember Spirit. BKB. Sad face. Why, Ferrari? Why? They back off 55 minutes in. Sorry, Fox now. He's got 4k gold. Go with these go with these items of his. He's maxed out. He's got nothing more he can buy. Unless we start looking at like 7-slotted Morphlings where you have an item on the courier, you use it, and then you drop something, pick something else up. Like when your BKB is on cooldown, you can be holding, I don't know, a Satanic or something. Like you pop your BKB, trade it with a Satanic in the courier. But that requires a bit of skill, a bit of micro, and also putting your courier in harm's way. The other thing I've seen players do is have the Necro 3 on the courier. You summon it, then you put it back on the courier.
Radiant's bottom tower is under
bottom
attack.
lane, acting in some trouble here. Ember Spirit, no TP. Like he can put a 5-round down and then TP back, but no TP on him. Northling, if he wants to replicate a teammate and TP bottom, he could definitely consider doing so. But replicate on cooldown. That's the good news for IG. IG, they're committing to this though.
Bottom tower is under attack.
Necrobooks get summoned, and it looks like they'll just chip away. These Necrobooks can get melted here. They don't care though. Morphling gonna waveform his way home. I think he just wants to TP. Where's the Rat Dota Morphling? Replicate a teammate, TP bottom. Get that full Agi up. Full Agi, TP bottom. These racks, this tower could be dead. At least force IG to TP back. If you see IG TP back, you stop the push. You then replicate home. One more thing. Replicate a teammate. Viper gonna deny the mid tier 3 tower. Denied. And now I guess the opening's kinda gone. This creep wave's being pushed back. Nyx Assassin. Ooh, Rubik. Has he got the gem? He has. He's gonna find the Nyx here. This is gonna be a dead looking Nyx here. They burst him down. Tongfu, what are you doing? They had the game in the palm of their hands, and a 8k gold lead. And they're letting IG just squeeze their way back in. Ferrari gonna keep throwing out the spam, the Divine Rapier, Ember Spirit, keeping IG in the game, just somehow. Ferrari's, I mean, he's played okay this game. I wouldn't say he's played that well. I think IG as a whole have played very sloppy. Lua getting caught out a lot, 8 deaths on him. Ferrari, some decent damage output, but just hasn't controlled the game as well as he maybe could have. I think YYF has definitely maybe been the standout on the Elder Titan, but even him, like, has not been that impressive. Tongfu have been the impressive team, like, to go blow for blow with IG. Unfortunately, not good enough right now to give them any sort of sizable lead. Neither team taking Rakdos just yet. Legion's going to look to go in. Morphling could be in trouble. There is a BKB. The Hex is there, and Morphling still Hex. He's a little piggy. He's going to try to get his way out of there. Does he have buyback? Yes, immediate buyback coming in, but the Morphling did absolutely no damage with that. Now the chase is on. They want to get Lua here. Is there any detection? Doesn't look like it. And sorry, Fox. He's just going to get spammed down by the side of his. Forced to pop his Mantis out just to get out of the searing chains, and these racks is getting low. IG, they pretty much forced a buyback from the Morphling at no cost to themselves. They've still got the cheese on the Invoker. Still got the Aegis on this Ember Spirit. And the spam will continue. XBG, man. Last time you tried to do this, it did not end well for you. Last time this did not go well at all. And IG, they have a ward here, but the smoke is going to conceal it. Unless they get close enough to to reveal them from smoke, but it looks like this time around it's going to work a bit better. And then Nixus has some blinks in. He doesn't go for Carapace, doesn't go for anything. Ice Blast going to go in. Catches out your Invoker. No chance to pop a cheese here. Sorry, Fox. Oh, nice impale dodge there with the 4 stuff here. It looks like they're going to maybe get the Ember Spirit, but he manages to get himself just out of there in time. He's got no TP. Meanwhile, the Viper Strike goes down the leader. The leader blinks with the Viper Strike on it. Hadn't done any damage yet, and now Faith in some trouble. Stampede being used here. YYF, he's possibly in trouble. Doesn't pop the BKB. Could have done so to block the Hoof Stomp. Pops the BKB now. There's a waveform as well as some Skadi right clicks, and with this, YYF could be in trouble. The slow is there, and YYF going to go down. Does he have buyback? Doesn't look like it. Buyback from your Rubik. Ember Spirit. Possibly going to be the last lines of defense. And how long does he have on this Aegis, really? He's got 1 minute. Well, he may get a chance to use it. He's got buyback plus Aegis, so he's got 3 lives for the next minute. But if he dies, I think he just wants to go use this Aegis. Do as much damage as possible. Pop the Aegis, then do as much possible damage again. And if you have to buy back, you have to buy back, but we'll see. Who's actually got buyback? Invoker doesn't look like... Oh, Invoker does, just. This Invoker has been really cutting it a fine line here when he's had buyback or not. And the Spirit clears the entire creep wave with the first Sleight of Fist. Viper's no longer having that mech for the team. I think they'll get this tier 3 tower. They may just give up Raktus here if they have to. Another Sleight of Fist coming in. Oh, the big crits. Tongfu just getting obliterated by this. I don't even know if they can get Raktus here. Lena's back in 3 seconds, Invoker's back in 4 or 5, and Tongfu gets forced back. 60 minutes in. Game on. IG Tongfu. Who knows how this one will land, and Roshan going to reclaim the Aegis. Well, not Roshan reclaiming it. He's still dead, but the Dota gods will reclaim the Aegis. What a bizarre game. And what does Ember Spirit get now? He's bought something it looks like. MKB. Wants to be able to attack this Morphling through his butterfly. That's the only evasion up, but I think Ember Spirit is deciding it's crucial. Has this MKB, and I think he realizes that getting the next Aegis is quite unlikely for himself. Tongfu have better map control around the pit, not so much for wards, but they can push out the lane. They can use the Morphling for split pushing, and I think being on that Dire side is where he maybe decides getting the Aegis will be tricky. This does come at the cost of having no buyback though, so Ferrari, he's all in. I guess buyback, you lose the Divine Rep, you've lost the game, so that's where, why would Ember Spirit save for buyback anyways? And support AA now finishes off a Hex. Oh boy. 60 minutes in, we'll look at the gold graph, 7.5k. That's just numbers and stats right now. That does not tell the true story of where things stand. XP. Those are 25k experience lead almost. Maybe like 21, 22k experience lead. Oh boy. I saw this and I was like, oh, 1k experience lead. Then I'm like, wait a second. There was another 0. That was not a 1k experience lead. This is a 10k experience lead because this used to be 20k plus. That goes to show just how far ahead Tongfu were. That was like around here. Then there was a big dip back up. And now, well, there's not much of an experience lead because both teams just have all their heroes in the 20s. Both teams getting like close to maxed out as far as levels and farm goes. Morphling can't get any more levels, and that's where Tongfu's XP gain has decreased, but none of those numbers matters right now. What matters is this big fella here, Roshan, and these numbers here. Buybacks. Viper, Nyx both have yes. No one else has buyback, though. None of these carries do. Morphling on cooldown for a minute and a half, and that's where Tongfu say, we're not fighting you for this minute and a half. We're playing safe defensively. God, that AA, that is brave. Looking to D-ward near the Roshan pit on his own against 5 missing IG heroes when his team is nowhere nearby. Very brave from Q. Sorry, Fox, up to 6k gold, so a minute before his buyback, and if IG, they do kind of know this buyback timing. They're going to find U9 here. They get him with a Hex here. The Stampede not going to matter. He's going to get locked into place here. It looks like Viper will take a fall, but this is the one here who does a buyback. He may not even go down. Gets the BKB off. Ember Spirit, meanwhile, kills off the Nixon. Well, Nyx is the other hero of the buyback here. Viper Strike goes out on YYF, and U9 will go down. Both these two heroes do have buyback. They need to use it immediately. Centaur gets destroyed by a Sleight of Fist, and IG see the double buybacks. Will they back off here? Morphling used his BKB. IG looking good all of a sudden. They kill off 3 for nothing. Force out 2 buybacks. Mid-melee Rex is already down. Let's see if they look to go for another lane here. They try and get Roshan, but this is a long Roshan respawn. That's going to work against IG. Sunstrike scouts it out, sees nothing. Minute and 45 seconds here. This is almost the max Roshan respawn. IG not going to be happy about that one, but they're going to be so thrilled about how that last fight went for themselves. Sleight of Fist comes through, clears up one more creep wave, and Ferrari, pattern those stats, pattern that CS. 3k gold on himself now. And he's maxed out. He can maybe drop the phase boots, gets boots of travel, but I mean, his ulti pretty much acts, well, it doesn't act as boots of travel when you can't TP across the map. Doesn't have the TP scroll. He's going to go in on Sorry Fox here. Does a decent amount of harass. Need that the Astral Spirit from the Elder Titan combined with this one for the maximum harass. Lower his armor down as much as possible. More Sleight of Fist coming through. IG not wanting to overcommit to this one. They'll give time for Centaur to respawn. They'll keep scanning out the Roshan pit, but now they know Tongfu are back as 5, and that's a worrying thought. Where's this Morphling? Push this top lane, Morphling. Replicate teammate, TP top. That should be the game plan right now. Get the Replicate up. Get your team some Raxes. Look at this top lane. They're going to get a tier 3 tower. These Raxes are going to be under siege. TP back from the Elder Titan. Morphling could just, like, he can get these Raxes so easily with the Manta style. Or at least force multiple TPs back. Well worth it at this point, I feel like, to get Raxes for your team. It's not even about the Raxes giving you an advantage. It's about forcing IG back. You force multiple TPs, and then you go into the Roshan pit. Both teams know Roshan's coming soon. This Morphling and Tongfu have played really well, but I feel like there's just a little more they could have done to get themselves in a strategically better position. The art of the Rat Dota being the being the main thing here. Morphling, 8.5k gold. He can buy a new BKB, but his BKB is still 7 seconds, which isn't too bad. I'm wondering if he maybe like drops the Lincoln Sphere, gets a Divine Rapier or something, gets a Daedalus. I don't know what it's going to be, but I feel like he needs another big item. Lincoln's maybe just not cutting at this point. Sure, you can get Hex immediately, but there's so many, like, so much lockdown, disable Hexes. You've got the Hex on the Invoker, you've got the Telekinesis. And there we go, Roshan is back. Both teams scattered out, the Ice Vortex and the Sunstrike doing so. Tongfu is smoked, and we'll see exactly where they look to go. Maybe they look to go full wraparound. Catch IG out from behind. They can do something along those lines if they want, but it looks like they're going to do just that. They know IG will be having to scout out Roche. IG can scout it out by putting themselves in no danger. They check the forward spirit there. They see 5 heroes missing, and they're like, okay, where's Tongfu? Is there a smoke on this Radiant side? Yeah, Lina with a smoke. And here comes Tongfu, though. There's a blink. There's a Centaur stun. It's going to get Elder Titan. YWF in some trouble. He needs to get off this BKB. Has a chance, but I think he's saving it for the buyback. Morphling gets a kill on the Rubik as well. Elder Titan now going to buyback, try to keep himself back in. Tongfu. BKBs have worn off. They probably want to disengage here. Buyback's coming in. Lina. Blink Laguna Blade. That's a gem hitting the deck here. Hex going to be on XVG. XVG may be in some trouble here. Oh, he gets the Carapace off. Blocks the Sleight of Fist damage. XVG still going to go down, it looks like. The Viper Strike coming in on just on the Necro minion here. U9 saying I'll do anything he can, but he's going to get caught up by a Searing Chains. The bowlers locking him in place. There's your Deafening Blast. Morphling going in. He wants Luo. He'll get Luo. Luo goes down. Immediate buyback coming in from your Invoker, but 3 heroes dead on Tongfu's side. None with buybacks. Morphling, you've got 10k gold, my friend. You've got to spend it. You've got 2k. That's all you need for your buyback. He's waving himself out. He's being chased down. The Sunstrike going to hit him as well. Sorry, Fox may just take a fall here. Send that crew to Secret Shop. Buy your Divine Rapier, something. Buyback immediately coming. Get your agility. Get something. Sell your Lincolns. Sell your Boots of Travel, friend. I don't know. You need a damage item. Unfortunately, the courier cannot get to the Secret Shop inside. It looks like IG going to break the base here. 90 seconds plus on the Viper. 45 plus on the Nyx Assassin. IG, 67 minutes in the game, may have taken this one from Tongfu. Just snatched it out of their hand. Another Sleight of Fist going through, doing a ton of damage here. Centaur gets brought down below half HP. And IG, just ruthless. Ruthless stuff from the TI2 champions here. Showing what they're made of, even if it wasn't the cleanest result, the cleanest performance. And the result still not locked into place here. They're not even going to get Rakdos here. Talking as if this game is over. IG have been winning fights left, right, and center, but at the end of the day, there's still a throne standing on the Tongfu side, and at 70 minutes in, anything can happen, and anything will happen, as this game has proven. Morphling, man, you got to buy something. I just don't think his current items cut it. He's hitting for like 300-ish, and his damage is just... He's got 5 defensive items, plus Boots of Travel. Which of these items give him damage output? Butterfly to some extent. Now the team looks to go in here. He wants to bring down Luo. Luo actually going to... Oh, he gets the full stuff to the low ground. The second full stuff coming in as well. IG with a nice save here. And Morphling getting so low. Below 500 HP. One more Sleight of Fist. Not going to be enough here. Lina wants the Laguna Blade. Morphling gets away from Adam with 1k-ish HP. It gets hit by a Sunstrike. He's trying to morph to Agi here. Needs to be careful because Lina could be looking for a Laguna Blade here. And there we go. GG gets called. Mega Creeps get picked up. And Tongfu Nothing
Dire's
left to
middle
do,
tower
nothing
is
left
under
to
attack.
fight. Oh boy, what a game.
Radiant victory.
68 minutes in, IG, they fought tooth, nail, and claw. Recover from an experience deficit of like 22,000 XP. The Divine Rapier pickup on the Ember Spirit just proven to work wonders there. And well, end of the day, it's IG who get themselves a best of one victory here in the ECL. Just one best of one for today in the ECL. Not a very content-heavy tournament, but boy, has it produced some high-quality content in the form of this game. Very entertaining stuff from IG. Guys, thanks everyone for tuning in. Glad we got to cast this game. I would have been very disappointed if we missed out on that. But we've got the inaugural to cast. We've got the SEA qualifiers kicking off, guys. So we're going to jump on over to that one. I'm going to take a quick break. When we come back, it's time for the inaugural Southeast Asian qualifiers. I'm Gods from Beyond the Summit. If you like my casting, if you want to support me, give me feedback. Follow me on Twitter at BTSGods as well. Send any feedback there. But guys, we'll be taking a quick break. When we come back, the inaugural Southeast Asian qualifiers will be live. Stay tuned.